Hello guys, welcome back to Java session. Today we are going to cover interface. Sir, what is this interface? What are the main reasons to use this interface? Along with example programs we are going to cover today. So by using this interface, we can achieve the abstraction mechanism. As we know, abstraction means hiding unnecessary details from user, right? To achieve this, we need to declare the abstract method. Abstract method means a method without body, that is called as abstract method. If you have an abstract method in a class, the class becomes abstract class. So this is the abstraction mechanism that you can also achieve by using these interfaces that I am going to cover here. And here in interface, along with abstract methods, you can also declare the variables, right? That we will see. Sir, if I'm declaring a variable, does the access modifier will be changed? Of course. So by default, that will become public, static, and final. This story we will cover. And sir, what else we can do by using interface? Better by using interface, you can also achieve the multiple inheritance because we covered one point in inheritance, that is by using inheritance, by using a class, we cannot achieve the multiple inheritance. So to overcome the drawback, we can achieve multiple inheritance by using the interfaces. This is the one more part we are going to cover in this particular video. Now, sir, how we can create an interface, and if I am creating an interface, what are the methods or variables or what fields which I take within the interface? But you can create a interface by using this interface keyword. So how we are creating class by using class keyword, same way. Interface is the keyword. By using this, you can create your own interface. So the syntax is like interface, then interface name, then followed by what things we can take within the interface means you can declare the constant fields and you can declare the abstract methods and you can declare the default methods. From Java 8th version onwards, default methods are allowed. And from Java 9, they are also allowing the static methods, right? So default fields or default methods and static methods are allowed from the Java 8 onwards. So this is a very simple syntax to create an interface. Whenever we are taking the abstract methods, you no need to declare with abstract keyword. Earlier, whenever we are taking this abstract method in the abstraction concept, there we are declaring with the abstract keyword. For example, here I am taking void some print method I am taking, right? So a method without body, then that is called as a abstract method. So here I am taking the abstract method. So do I need to declare this with the abstract keyword? No, beta. In interfaces, if you are taking a method by default, in interface that method is public and abstract. You no need to specify it again. You no need to specify the access specifier or access modifier here because by default they are public and abstract. Sir, if I am taking a variable or a method, so does the compiler will add anything? Of course, beta. For example, here I am creating a interface. I'm taking example how the compiler is going to add the what parameters it is going to add to this interface. So let's say I'm taking the interface. My interface name is printable, or this is the printable is my interface name. Now I am taking a constant int minimum is equals to some 5. And then I'm taking a abstract method void print. So this is the code which I am declaring. I'm saving it as something printable.java. Whenever we compile, so compiler will add some parameters to this interface. Sir, what it will add? It will add these parameters because whatever the variables and methods you are declared within the interface, by default, they are public. So here for variable, that is public, static, and final by default in interfaces. Then int something minimum equal to 5. And then if we are taking a method, that method is by default public and abstract void print. So this is how these are the parameters which are going to be add by the compiler to the code which we are given. Now, sir, what is the relationship between the a class and a interface? Beta, if you have a class can extend another class. If you have an interface, right? So this interface can be implemented by a class, right? Here we use implements keyword. Here we are using extends keyword. Extends shows the inheritance, implements shows the interfaces. That is the relationship between the class to interface. Sir, can I extend an interface to another interface? Of course, I have an interface. That interface can be extended to another interface. So this is the interface I'm extending to the other interface. An interface can extend another interface. A class can implement interface. A class can extend another class. So this is the relationship between the class and the interfaces. Sir, let's cover a simple example program on the interfaces. Of course, now I'm taking an interface. Interface name is something like printable, as we taken earlier, right? Here I'm taking only one abstract method, that is void print, right? Then I want to implement this. So for that purpose, I'm taking some class A implements, then the interface, printable interface. Here, whenever you are taking the interface, it contains the abstract methods. For those abstract methods, you need to provide the body in the implementation class. If you are not providing the body in the implementation class, that implementation class will become abstract class. For interfaces, you cannot create the object, and for abstract classes also you cannot create the object. That's what, if any class is implementing a interface, means definitely we need to provide body for all abstract methods which are there in that interface. Now here I'm providing body to this print method, right? So public void print, I'm providing body here. So you can provide anything, system.out.println. I'm giving something like hello, right? Now, sir, how to run this? Better, you can take main method. Within the main method, create object to this class and you can run it. Now, sir, can I do it in the same class or in some other class? Better, you can do it in the same class. So just I'm closing the print method. Now, after this, what I'm doing, I'm starting with the main method. So here I'm taking public static void main, string type of array I'm taking. Then within this, now I'm creating object to our class. So class name space object name equal to new class name, right? So here I created object. Your array name and your object name should not be same. So I'm taking object name as A1. Now, after this, then what you can do, you can directly call the method by using that object. So A1 dot which method? Print method, you can call it. This is how we are going to use the interfaces in our program, right? Sir, can an interface implemented by multiple classes? Of course, this is one interface, one class we are taking. Sir, I want to take a interface. That interface I want to use it in the multiple classes. But you need to remember one thing in the interfaces. Interfaces are going to be declared by one user, and that is going to be implemented by some other user, and it is going to be used by some other user, right? So that in the sense, this is a different scenario. Someone will declare the interface, someone will implement the interface, someone will use the interface, right? Now we will see how to implement a interface for multiple classes, right? Yeah, guys, this is another example by using the interfaces. So here, what I'm doing, I'm creating an interface by using interface keyword. My interface name is drawable, right? within this interface, I'm taking an abstract method, that is draw method. Here we are not declaring any access specifier and we are not using abstract keyword, because by default the methods which are declared within the interface, they are public and abstract. That's what I'm not using again and again. Now, so this is declared by the first user, assume, and it is going to be implemented by the second user. So the second user, he is taking a class name is rectangle, right? He is implementing the drawable interface. So the drawable interface, it has a method, that is draw method. I'm taking the draw method. For that, I'm providing the body. I'm giving the body as drawing the rectangle, right? I'm closing this class. So one class is implemented this particular interface. I'm taking one more class, that is circle, which is also implementing this drawable interface by using this implements keyword. Now, same, I'm providing the body to this draw method in the circle class. I'm printing something like drawing circle. So two classes, they are implementing the drawable interface. Now, I need the main class because program execution starts from main. So here I'm going to use the interface. For that purpose, I'm taking the one more class. My class name is test interface 2, right? Within this, I'm taking the main method. Now, which one you want to use? Sir, I want to use circle. Then create object to the circle class. So I'm creating object to the circle class. By using that object, what I'm going to do, I'm going to call that particular method. So whenever you are calling the method, then circle class method gets executed. Here we are created object to the circle so that circle draw method gets executed. Now I will show you the execution here. This is a here you can see just now I run this. I'm compiling the program. Then here you are getting the output as drawing the circle, right? This is how you can use the interface in the, you can implement the interface in multiple classes. So one more example we need by using this interface, but I will take a simple real-time example. Let's say I'm creating a interface that is bank interface, right? There, the main factor is rate of interest. So I'm taking float type of rate of interest. This is my method. So this method is of abstract method, right? Now I'm taking a class. SBI is implementing this rate of interest. So class SBI, it is implements bank, because this bank is the interface. It has a rate of interest abstract method. Now I want to implement it. So public float rate of interest, right? How much rate of interest you want to charge? Let's say 9.15. So this is a float type, declare with float, and I want to return this directly. Return 9.15 paisa float, right? And same thing I want to implement for some other bank. So take class name Punjab National Bank. It is also implementing this bank interface. Now I'm providing body for the abstract method, public float rate of interest, then return how much rate of interest for Punjab National Bank. So it has its own 9.7 something like that, right? Then I'm closing this class as well. Next, what we will do, sir, I want main method, take the main method and create object. Then what we will do, by using that object, if you are calling the rate of interest of SBI, then SBI rate of interest will be calculated and that will be written. If it is Punjab National Bank, if you create object for PNB, then PNB rate of interest will be written. This is how we are going to use the interfaces, right? And sir, how to achieve the interfaces in the how to achieve multiple inheritance through interfaces, that I am going to cover in the next video beta. Chalo, thank you.